What's up, guys, and welcome back to part 2 of our playthrough of Fighting Fantasy Shadow of the Giants. The first part went round really well. We had a good time with that. The nostalgia was real. All the Firetop mountain mentions and stuff like that. So we had a really good time with it. We had a pie eating contest, and I think we lost, didn't we?
We did. We just lost. Only just.
It was a luck roll, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah. Or a skill.
So they decided to let us stay in the inn anyway, so we regained some stamina, and that is where we left it off, with us being in the inn. So we're going to see what's happening now. Okay, 364 was it?
Yeah.
There are lots of people up early and walking along Crown Street towards the centre of town. You ask a passerby where everybody is going to, and he tells you that they are on their way to celebrate the first day of unlocking at the fair, which only comes to Hamlin once every 6 months. You follow the crowd and notice two odd-looking fellows coming in the opposite direction, deep in conversation. One is a middle-aged man who is carrying some old leather books under his arm. His baggy shirt is tucked into wool breeches, which are held up by a wide leather belt. He is wearing a wide-brimmed hat on top of his shoulder-length hair, and he has a long beard which hangs down to the floor. The other man, who is younger and much shorter in height, is walking along the wooden stilts with an equally long beard brushing the floor. If you want to stop to ask them a question, turn to 137. If you want to carry on walking, turn to 164. So if you want to show the picture of these two gentlemen, I think the brightness should be a bit better this time, so we should be able to see them.
Yeah, there we go.
So, I mean, we might as well stop and talk to these guys.
You would do, wouldn't you? Would you?
They're either wise or crazy.
Two odd-looking fellows.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go chat to them. 37. The men stop and stare at you with furrowed brows. The man on stilts says in a sharp voice, "How rude of you! Don't you know who we are? We are the Wisebeards. We are deep thinkers. We do not have time to stand around and talk to strangers. What do you want? If you want to ask if they know where Marek Omyash lives, turn to 324. If you want to ask where the Hamlin Fair is taking place, turn to 384. That would be a waste.
Which?
Asking where the fair takes place.
Yeah, surely we should be able to find a way to it, but, like, are we gonna come across this Marek guy anyway?
I don't know. He might not go to the fair.
Should we ask him about Marek then? They are Wisebeards, they would know.
So, Marek is the guy we are trying to find because we're delivering the Crown of Chaos.
Yeah, I think we've been too scared to ask people previously because we don't know if he's like a hated person in the town or not. He must not be named, so let's just ask these Wisebeards and see what they say.
That's what we want to do.
Yeah.
324.
Yeah. We do need to find the fair to buy all the cool items though, even though we do have 11 coins left. 324.
Forgot how skint we were.
We might be able to make some back there though. 324.
Oh, I'll tell you what we need to do at some point. Eat some provisions.
We only need one. If you mean Marek Omyash, the old warrior, you are wasting your time. He is a recluse. He won't speak to you. He doesn't speak to anybody anymore. He hasn't been seen in months. But you never know, he might make a secret visit to the fair. It is always his favourite day of the year. The only person who might know where he lives is Faye Bibble, the florist.
There we go. Make a note. Faye Bibble.
Faye Bibble. I remember her telling me once that Omyash occasionally buys flowers from her to put on his wife's grave. Oh, the grave.
Yeah.
She will probably have a stall at the fair today. She enjoys playing her little question and answer game with people who buy blue orchids from her. Now we must be on our way. We have too much to think about to stand around here chatting. Goodbye. They walk off, deep in conversation as you head in the opposite direction towards the town centre.
Useful.
Yeah. So we need to buy blue orchids to play a game of questions and answers. So we'll be able to ask them the question maybe. So yeah, okay, so turn to 164.
Ahead you see a crowd of people hurrying to get to the fair, which you can hear is already buzzing with activity. You follow them into the town square, where you see jugglers, storytellers, and minstrels entertaining the happy townsfolk. Smiling merchants stand behind their stalls selling cloth, flowers, jewellery, and weapons, whilst food vendors are busy preparing hog roasts and bubbling pans of hot soup suspended over open fires. And there are colourful tents at the back to add to the excitement. Suddenly, you hear a roar and see a young man being carried out of the square on a canvas stretcher. He's out cold. Somebody pours a bucket of water over his face and he wakes up rubbing his cheek and looking confused. You stroll over to find out what happened and come face to face with an enormous, bald ogre with 2 rotten fangs protruding from his bottom jaw. He glares down at you and says, "Are you next?" To which the crowd starts chanting, "Yes, yes, yes." A scraggy-haired man in a bright orange waistcoat and floppy hat taps you on the shoulder with his cane and says in a loud voice, "My name is Jorgen. Jorgen, and I'm Humluck's manager. It is 1 gold piece to enter the face slapping contest."
Ooh,
Did I read
nice.
that right?
Yeah.
The face slapping contest. If you knock him out, you'll win 5 gold pieces and a special prize.
We want that special prize.
Well, do you want the special prize?
I hope so. I'm getting hungry. Yeah, there's a lot of food talk in these books, isn't it?
It's all the stalls. You saw what happened to the last challenger, but I'm sure you can do better. What do you say? If you accept the challenge, 10 to 94. If you'd rather look around the fair... Oh, can we still look around the fair?
I feel like we'll still be able to look around the fair.
252. This is the ogre,
I'm guessing his name's Humluck.
Humluck, and this is Humluck's manager. What was it, Jorgen?
Where's Jorgen? Is he on the
Jorgen.
picture?
Yeah, Jorgen's standing there. There's Jorgen.
Where? Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That is how I actually pictured him to be.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, so 94.
94.
Face slapping competition.
I
Let's
have
do
a
it.
feeling our skill's too low for this, but...
Yeah. This is not going to work with skill 7. Oh. Have you read any of this yet, John?
It's not, oh yeah, that's like literally what I was just thinking.
The crowd cheers when they hear you accept the challenge and throw their hats into the air with excitement. After paying his manager 1 gold piece, you are told to stand opposite the ogre. You stare at each other intently, both trying to intimidate each other. Jorgen spins a coin in the air and asks you to call out heads or tails. If you want to call heads, turn to 55. If you want to call tails, turn to 265. We might as well just do a dice.
Yeah,
A dice
I mean,
roll for this.
I always go tails. I have a feeling you always go heads.
I'm impartial. I don't know what I usually choose. Okay,
Choice.
so you're going with tails then. So higher the number,
Or
the
should
better.
we do... Right, yeah, okay, so...
Okay, so I'll roll for heads then. You roll for tails.
Oh,
Oh, a stalemate. I want to know how to get to page 420. Oh, you have to go to one of the stalls in the fair, I think. I'm not sure what's legal in this state. This is my first experience of any of this book. Awesome.
Are we rolling again?
How should we do this then? So we made a stalemate.
We roll again.
Roll again? Okay
Yeah.
then. Okay, so...
Oh, we could do rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah,
Best of 3.
okay.
Okay. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, so last one.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, so we don't know if we won or not.
Oh, yeah, true.
Okay, so
So heads?
going heads, yes. So I need to spend 1 gold coin, and you take us to 55. I might as well leave the coin to see what happens next first.
No, deduct the coin. It's already happened. That coin's long gone.
Okay. Go on then.
You watch the coin spin through the air and land on the ground. It bounces once before coming to the rest. Heads it is, shouts Jorgen. He points at you and says, "Stranger, you shall slap first."
Nice.
He turns to the ogre and says, "Humluck, place your hands behind your back and present your face to be walloped." The ogre snorts as he sticks his chin out and spits on the floor, a look of contempt on his face. You pull your arm back and smack his face as hard as you can. Roll 2 dice.
Ooh, nice.
If the total rolled is the same as or less than your skill score,
Yeah.
turn to 378. If the total is higher than your skill score, turn to 9. So we need to
You'd
roll
imagine
a
lower,
7.
right? Yeah.
Come on.
Yes.
Well, maybe.
We don't know
We'll
what
get, we'll get them soon.
Get slapping, yeah. I feel like this probably comes down to if he gets the first slap, he probably just always knocks you out because he's an ogre.
Yeah. 378. We might have to roll again for how hard this.
Yeah, that's true.
Or the whack, as Jonathan says. We ain't slapping, we're whacking.
You watch Humluck teeter for a second with his eyes glazing over before he falls backwards and crashes to the ground. The The crowd roars with delight at the sight of the ogre being knocked out. His manager... where was I? His manager looks stunned. He tries his best to revive the ogre, but without success. Humlock is out cold. He reaches into his waistcoat pocket and begrudgingly pays you 5 gold pieces. I didn't think that this was possible, he says, shaking his head. Nobody has ever beaten Humlock before. Here is your special prize. He takes off his hat and hands you a small leather purse from under it. You untie the purse string and take out a gold ring, which fits perfectly on your little finger. Shaped like a bull's head, it is the ring of strength. So yeah, right.
Yeah!
Add 1 skill point and 2 stamina points.
Nice!
Magic loot, perfect, yeah. We needed that after we lost our skill point last time.
Does that mean our stamina can go up an extra 2 or not? Are we just restoring 2? No, we're adding 2.
Add 2
Because you're upping your base stats, aren't we?
I don't
So
know.
say restore or add?
Add.
Add means add on then, doesn't it?
Is that correct, John? Do we add 2 to our base, or do we just replenish?
Because what if we had full stamina and we went into this? You'd still add 2.
Yeah, true. Let's wait for one of the experts to let us know.
If we ate our provisions beforehand, we wouldn't be in this predicament. What is it? Add 1 skill.
1 skill, which is the ring of strength.
And 2 stamina. What else was I gonna say? Oh, 5 golds as well.
Yeah. It shouldn't go over initial scores. Okay.
Oh, God!
Right, then we go to 16 then.
So that would have been pointless if we had our full...
Oh, yeah. Well, at least we don't have to use a provision now. And gold is up to 15.
Yes, at least we got some spends.
Yeah. 15 gold, we can buy the flame sword if we really want to now. Right. Humlock finally sits up looking a bit dazed, and you go over to shake hands with him before walking off to look around the fair. 10 to 252. It's alright, John, don't worry. We should play by the rules for at least the first couple of parts anyway, as much as we can.
I thought they were the rules. You look around to see if there is anybody at the fair who stands out from the crowd that might be able to tell you where Marek Omyash lives, but realise it is pointless. Will you watch the entertainers and sideshows, look at the vendors' stalls, or walk over to the tents? I would say stalls or tents.
I'm more interested about the stalls, but I don't want to miss out any of the entertainers. I don't know how time works in this.
No, I don't, but I also don't want to get robbed.
Why would we get robbed?
Because they're all tricksters in the town.
Should we do it in order? Should we check out the entertainers?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, 396. You wander over to where jugglers, magicians, storytellers, and minstrels are entertaining a large crowd of people, occasionally pausing to pass around a hat or tin to collect coins from onlookers. In the middle of them all, a mighty, thewed, bare-chested barbarian is about to attempt to swallow a sword. You decide to join the circle of onlookers to get a better view. I thought it was going to tell us to join in with that the sword swallowing thing. Test your luck. If you are lucky, turn to 14. If you are unlucky, turn to 178.
And luck is starting to dwindle.
Yeah, so...
we roll 2, don't we? So we have to get 9 or less. Oh, shit!
Oof.
Look at spell out.
Yeah.
Sweet.
8. So we are lucky, so turn to page 14. Yeah, my dice that went out of shot there was a 6, so...
Shh, don't tell everybody.
Well, it doesn't count, it's not in the red box.
That's true. Whilst watching the sword swallower, you feel a hand in your pocket. Do you want to deduct a look?
Oh, yeah.
And spin around to see a grubby urchin run off, shrieking with laughter, yeah. Before disappearing into the crowd. Lose 1 item?
Oh, no.
And that's with a luck roll? Oh, maybe that was the bad outcome.
Maybe, yeah.
At least the pickpocket did not steal any of your gold pieces. Right, what should we lose?
What do we have?
We have... I'll tell you what we have. We don't have much. We've got a shiny dagger, we've got a vampire sword, we have got the crown of chaos, which we can't. We've got the cloverleaf button, which is insta luck. We have the pouch with the gold, silver, and bronze skulls, which I feel like we're going to need. I think the only thing we
vampire
can...
sword. What?
We can't lose our vampires.
We've already used it.
All the button is an instant luck win. We've still got 8 luck. We've got to lose something.
Go on then, let's get rid of the...
I mean, if you want to lose the sword, but I feel like this...
No, let's get rid of...
dagger.
I feel like that's going to have a defensive purpose if we get disarmed.
If you have a dagger, yeah. Ooh.
Let's get rid of the lucky clover.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Normally we probably would have just drank and cheated on this. But
Yeah.
first run, we got to try.
We could lose our horse.
We already did lose our horse.
We could rip up the ownership deeds to our horse.
No, let's lose the clover.
Okay.
What was our initial luck score? Was it 12?
12.
No. Oh, so we can get back up to 12. Good, that's right then.
Oh, we've got the ring of strength.
No, we need that skill point. Okay.
At least the pickpocket did not steal any of your gold pieces. You decide you... So he came and went into our pocket and took a button.
And then ran off
Could have
laughing.
taken everything. You decide you've seen enough of the entertainers. If you have not done so already, you may either walk over to the tents or look at the vendors' stalls.
Vendors.
Alternatively, you may leave the fair.
Vendors.
Vendors?
Yeah.
317, is that?
Yeah. The first stall that you come to belongs to a man called Honest John. He's probably not very honest.
Not
is
in
he?
the chat.
Who is standing behind a table selling small bottles and jars of potions and lotions. He is wearing a feathered cap and a long-sleeved tunic over a frayed linen shirt. He boasts that his medicines will prevent or cure any disease or illness and asks you to look at his slate, which lists everything on sale. Drink or apply as instructed on the label, he says with a beaming smile. So these are some of the things that we can buy. Bat balm, frog spittle, swamp juice, green slime, snake oil, spider oil, fever-free tonic, wheelie water, wheelie water, dragon tears, goblin earwax, orc snottle, and cockroach cream. The man loses his patience waiting for you to buy something. Make your mind up, he says grumpily. I haven't got all day. There are customers behind you willing to buy my special remedies. If you want to buy one or more medicines from Honest John, deduct the total number of gold pieces you spend from your adventure sheet. Honest John turns to serve the next customer who is waiting to buy a jar of orc snottle and wheelie water. You leave them to it and walk on to the next store so we can buy something. How much does it cost for all of these things?
Oh, more than we have.
So
The most expensive thing on there is dragon tears.
yeah. So let's just have a quick look. 3, 6, 9, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. It costs 24 gold for everything on here, and I mean, we're gonna need...
I don't want bat bomb. Right, the things that are only 1 gold tell me they're not that useful because they're only 1 gold.
Yeah. So should we buy the dragon tears for 4 gold?
Yeah, I kind of like the sound of the wheelie water as well.
Wheelie water. Who is trying to buy it? Did it say? No. Should we buy the things that he wants?
Oxnottle?
Yeah. Orc snottle.
I feel like he could get that quite easily though. John wants to get the wheelie water.
Yeah, definitely the wheelie water. I feel
Right,
like
we're getting wheelie
gonna
water.
buy.
Do you think these things are con things, or do you think they're genuine, legit items?
I don't.
Because if you're selling dragon tears for 4 gold, that's quite cheap.
Don't know, but it's worth just kind of buying a few of them and seeing what happens.
Should we get the dragon tears?
It's really good one.
Wheelie...
Dragon tears. Yeah, get the dragon tears.
The wheelie water.
Yeah. I feel like maybe the fever-free tonic might be good in case we get like a fever, basically.
Should we get that as well then?
Yeah.
At least we can go swimming
Yeah.
and not worry about the consequences. What did that guy buy? Oxnall.
Yeah. Should we buy that as well and leave it for them?
Yeah. Oh, but what if there's some more stalls?
This is the first store, isn't it?
And you walk to the next stall.
Okay, maybe just get them 3.
Well, that's a lot of money.
So how much is that? 4, 6. What was the third one?
We got wheelie water,
Yeah.
dragon tears, and fever-free tonic.
So that's 8 gold. Oh, If you want to take us to the next stall, I will remove the 8 gold. 209.
Maybe we should have only bought one thing. It's too late now.
Okay, that should be 7, I think.
The next stall is piled high with brass and iron keys and locks. A jovial-looking man with dark hair parted in the middle, wearing a light brown tunic over a patterned shirt, is sitting on a stool behind the table, trying to open a brass lock with a picklock. As you walk past, he starts singing a jolly rhyming melody without a care in the world. I like gold keys and pickles and cheese. I like gold keys and beans and peas. I like gold keys and bumblebees. I like gold keys and old oak trees. If you have a gold key and would like to sell it to the singing salesman, turn to 346. If you'd rather walk onto the next stall, turn to 119. We don't have a gold key.
Yeah, we don't have a gold key, so I guess we'll leave that for now. 119.
Oh, I wonder if you'd like how much you'd pay for it.
I don't know. I'm hoping that we can just come back to Hamlin another time. The next stall is a colourful flower stall with a display of vases and jars with beautiful sunflowers, lotus flowers and blue orchids. There are also some exotic plants which you have never seen before in your life. A wooden sign with the words phase flowers is leaning against one of the vases. There is a chair behind the stall with a note pinned to which says, "Back in 10 minutes. If you want to wait for the florist to return, turn to 308. If you'd rather walk on to the next stall, turn to 141. So
we need to wait.
Yeah, we need to get the blue orchid, so hopefully we can afford it. So let's go to 308.
Oh no.
We might have to sell some of our items back for some alcohol.
Say 308.
I think so.
Oh, here we go. You watch people come and go with nobody bothering to wait for the florist to return. Finally, you see a lady approach who is wearing a headscarf and a white apron over her green dress. She is carrying an empty wicker basket. You watch her walk behind the flower stall and put a basket down on the ground. She turns to you and says, "Hello, I'm Faye Bibble. Sorry to keep you waiting. I had to deliver a bouquet of flowers. Are there any flowers you were looking for particularly? Here's my price list if it helps." She hands you a piece of paper which shows the price of the flowers on display. Sunflowers cost 3 gold pieces, lotus flowers cost 2 gold pieces, and blue orchids cost 4 gold pieces.
Okay.
Will you buy some sunflowers, buy some lotus flowers, or buy some blue
Right,
orchids?
we need blue orchids, so what's that, 4 gold, is it?
Yeah, 363.
That brings us down to 3 measly gold.
You can walk on to the next stall. Imagine if we didn't chat to those.
Yeah,
Like
I
I
think
said.
that's the point, isn't it? You could miss out on it.
363, let's buy some blue orchids.
After you hand the florist 4 gold pieces, she carefully wraps the blue orchids in paper and puts them in your backpack for you. "That should protect them," she says, smiling. "By the way, I like to play a little game with my customers who buy blue orchids. You can ask me any question you like. If I know the answer, I will tell you. Do you want to ask me a question? If you want to ask Faye if she knows Binny Brogan, turn to 47. If you want to ask her if she knows Marek Omyash and where he might live, turn to 185. If you want to decline her offer and walk to the next stall, turn to 141. So
Here we go.
we're asking him about Marek Omyash.
Yeah, we go.
Because she knows him from the graveyard, right? So is that 185?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do it.
Do it. The florist's eyes widen on hearing the question. "Marek Omyash," she says with raised eyebrows. "Blow me down if I haven't just delivered a bouquet of sunflowers to him. Whenever there is a full moon, he takes sunflowers to the graveyard just outside of town and lays them on the grave of his poor wife, who died last year. Poisoned she was, awful it was. They never caught whoever did it. I really shouldn't be telling you where Marek lives, but I promised I would answer your question, and I'm true to my word. There is a tiny house inside a walled yard down dead-end alley off Hill Street. You'll see the alley next to the clockmakers on Hill Street. Walk down it, and when you come to the end, you'll see a wooden ladder leaning against the wall. Climb up it and over the wall into the yard, where you will find Marek's house. Don't tell him I told you. You thank Faye for the information and walk on."
Okay, maybe we should write that down.
I'll write the page number, 185.
Yeah. Right, Hill Street.
I'll just put Marek.
Yeah. Okay. Walk on, turn to 141.
Ooh, get to see him!
Yeah. There are two bearded dwarfs with their sleeves rolled up and arms folded standing behind a handcart which they are using as a stall. There is a large wooden barrel on the cart which is filled to the brim with sawdust. A sign nailed to the barrel says, "Lucky Dip, 1 gold piece. If you want to take your chances at the Lucky Dip, turn to 342. If you have not already done so, you may either walk over to the tents, look at the entertainers and sideshows, or you may leave the fair via Brass Street to the far end of the square." So,
should we do a Lucky Dip? I love Lucky Dips.
yeah, I feel like it's probably going to be one of those roll a dice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and whichever you get one of the items. So, let's do it. I mean, we're flush with cash, so why not? Turn to 342.
Actually, it costs like 3 gold to stay in the tavern after this.
Probably.
Take a gold off.
Not yet.
One of the dwarves puts the gold piece in his pocket whilst the other one invites you to plunge your arm into the barrel and pull out one of the boxes. Rummaging around in the sawdust, you find several boxes, but it's impossible to tell what might be inside. You decide to pull a box out at random. Roll 1 dice. If you roll a 1 or a 2, turn to 130. If you roll a 3 or a 4, turn to 358. If you roll a 5 or a 6, turn to 260.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Lots of mini games in this one. Yeah, there is. It adds a lot to it. It makes it more like fun. It's more, what's the word? Immersive.
That was a pain in the butt to write this.
Yep, definitely.
Go on.
6.
6. 10 to 260. Be something good. There's not enough lucky dips in the world.
No. The dwarfs watch on as you open the box to find a small jug with a ceramic black fly at the bottom of it. You feel like giving it back to them, but place it in your backpack in the case that it might come in useful. "We hope you are pleased with your jug," one of them says encouragingly. Unfortunately, the bug jug brings bad luck to the owner. Lose 2 luck points. If you want to pay 1 gold piece to have another go at the lucky dip, turn to 342. If you're not done so already, you can walk to the tents, or you can go to the shows with the entertainers, or leave the fair.
Should we cheat?
How?
Should we pretend we never got the unlucky bug jug? Or is that a massive cheat?
No, let's continue. Should we do another lucky dip?
Okay, yeah, so we're deducting 2 luck. Oh, we've still got 6, we're still half.
So 342, I'll get rid of the luck.
What if they're all lucky?
No.
What if we get another bug jug?
No, we can't do that again. We can't get the same one twice. We've taken it.
I have a feeling these are all going to be unlucky. They're tricksters, aren't they?
You can roll for the next one.
Thanks.
Okay, so it's the same thing again. So have you roll for us this time? 5. Is it 5 or 6?
Another lucky bug jug.
Is that 5 or 6? Was it for that?
That's, yeah.
Okay, I'll roll then. 5 again. Your roll.
We would have 3
4.
lucky bug jugs. 3, 5, 8. Oh my god. The dwarves watch as you open the box to find a silver ring with a closed eye etched on its face. You place the ring on your little finger, wondering about the meaning of the symbol. "We hope you are pleased with the ring," one of them says amiably. "What you do not know is the ring is a cursed ring of confusion. Lose 2 skill points." That's a lot. That's a lot of skill points to lose. Should we take a big fat drink?
What are we going to try and get to the third one?
No.
No?
Do you want to?
Kinda, yeah.
Or do you want to forfeit and swap it and then we have to keep whatever it is on the third one?
Why don't we do that? We'll lose the gold, and we'll have 0 gold, and we would have done all 3 of them, and then we will do a dice roll.
A drink till we get a 1 or a 2.
Yeah, and we'll do a dice roll. You said push your luck, John.
No, you said push you luck.
All right, and then we'll do in the order of what we pick. So the first one was the luck, the second one was the skill, and the third one's whatever we get. We'll do a dice roll, and whichever one it ends on, we end up with that one forfeit. You get me? So we only get one of them, we don't get all three of them.
Okay.
So let's test our luck. Let's do another lucky dip. We'll lose all the gold anyway.
Okay.
Okay, so...
It's getting confusing, but okay.
No, it'll be easy. Okay, so we need to roll a 1 or a 2, basically, so... That's why we use both dice. There we go. Right.
So what are we doing?
So we're going to see what this lucky dip is.
Three, four, two. $130.
I'm going to put my luck back up to 8 just for now. Which one?
130.
The dwarves watch on as you open the box to find a small bronze bell inside. We hope that you're pleased with your bell. One of them says jovially, if you want to pay 1 gold piece to have another gold lucky dip.
Ah, so there was one, like, quite good thing.
Well, we don't know what it actually does, do we? Bronze bell.
It's a bronze bell.
Alright then, so should we do a... Let's do a roll here then.
So I'm not writing bronze bell down yet.
Not yet. So basically we're going to do... If we roll a 1...
Or a 2.
1 or a 2, we take 2 luck points off. If we roll a 3 or a 4, we lose 2 skill points. And we roll a 5 or a 6, we get the bronze bell.
Why don't we just do it with the original numbers?
Yeah, go on in. Yeah,
then it's easier.
Yeah, alright then.
Okay. Are you rolling it?
Is there a way we can both have a go? Or
That's cheating even more.
I know, I'm just trying to figure out a way to make it more fair.
We could rock, paper, scissors for who rolls for it.
Yeah, go on then.
Okay, you ready?
Is it first one winner? First one winner.
So it's the winner doesn't have to do it, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Ah, okay, so I'm rolling for it.
Yeah.
So, here we go. 6.
Fuck.
What's the 6? That's the first
That's
one.
the
In.
fly.
So that's the lose 2 stamina points.
No, it's 2 luck
That's the luck
points.
points, sorry, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay,
That's fair.
yeah. And we've lost all of the gold. Oh well, that's a good enough forfeit for me.
We should have just taken the fly and ran.
What, with our 2 gold pieces? Such as that.
Walk over to the tents, or we can do 1, 3, 6.
Bloody cheaters. I think that was a halfway
We didn't
compromise
get the
there.
deal,
I
and
mean,
we lost everything.
we lost all of our money.
The only thing we didn't lose is 2 skill points.
Yeah. Walk over to the tents, 136. There are 2 green canvas tents pitched next to each other, both with wooden signs above their entrances. If you want to enter the tent named Ruby the Riddler, turn to 372. If you want to the tent named Find the Lady, turn to 277. If you don't want to enter either tent and you have not done so already, you may walk over to the vendor stalls, look at the entertainers, or you may leave the fair via Brass Street. So
Riddles.
yeah, let's do that because riddles will be fun. If that's how it works.
They
So,
might be horrible.
turn to 372.
You pull back the tent flap and find yourself standing opposite a rosy-cheeked woman sitting in a high-backed patterned armchair. She's wearing a long floral dress with her dark hair tied back in a tight bun. She smiles and says, "Welcome, stranger. My name is Ruby, Ruby the Riddler. Would you like to solve my riddle?"
Yes, here we go.
Oh no! If so, place a gold piece in the palm of my hand. We don't have any gold. If you answer correctly, I will reward you with a precious stone, a ruby, of course. If you want to try your luck at solving a riddle, turn to 223. If you want to politely decline and leave, turn to 89. We're gonna have to leave. As much as I want to do the riddle, we have no gold because we spend it on our fly
We
jar.
forfeited ourselves out of that gold as well. We didn't have to lose it. I do want to solve this riddle, to be fair.
I want to, but we can't. I wonder if
What?
I was gonna say we could loan one gold piece and pay back two.
She is never prosper. Okay, should we leave it and then...
Oh, it's a riddle! It's 1 gold. What about we borrow a gold from the loan shark?
Let's lose 2 stamina points.
Why 2?
In fact, let's lose a provision.
Let's sell a provision on the sidewalk for 1 gold piece.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Provision has been sold.
That just happened.
Doesn't mean we're going to solve the riddle.
If you want to try your look at right, okay, so we're gonna pay our pound.
Yeah.
So call the riddle 223. Oh my god. 223. I'm not gonna even be able to solve this riddle, are we?
Ruby smiles and thanks you for your gold piece. She tips her head slightly to one side and says in a soft voice, "When my brother was 18, my sister was half his age. My brother is now 34. How old is my sister? If you know the age of Ruby's sister, turn to that paragraph number."
Start again. When my brother was 18,
Yeah. Just
my
write these
sister
down.
was half his age, which is 9.
Yeah.
My brother is now... So basically it's 9 years difference.
Yeah. When my brother was 18, my sister was half his age. My brother is now 34. How old is my sister?
25.
Yeah, so do you think that's like supposed to be like a trick question where you think it's half of 34?
Yeah, but surely it's not that easy. Let's just double check that it's 34 then. 25? It's got to be.
Yeah.
Oh, how old is my sister? My brother is now 34. How old is my sister? Yeah, it's gotta be.
25, is it?
Yeah.
Keep this page.
Is everyone in agreement that is 25? My brother is now... When my brother was 18, my sister was half his age. So when my brother was 18, my sister was 9. My brother is now 34. Yeah, she's got to be 25.
Okay, so keep that page just in case we're really stupid. And we'll go to 25.
It's a children.
I don't know.
The riddles were solid in that last one we played. Ruby stands up slowly and says with a smile, "Congratulations, that is the correct
We
answer."
made it through
She reaches down and pulls
5
out
village maps.
a small wooden box from under her armchair. But these books make you triple think things.
Yeah, that's the problem.
She opens it and hands you a ruby. You thank her and leave. Turn to page 89.
She's given us a ruby.
Yeah.
Nice. 89. You decide not to go in the other tent as you're eager to find... Oh, so we only have one choice.
Good.
Find Marek Omyash. If you have not done so already, you may walk over to the vendor's stalls, look at the entertainers, or leave the fair via Brass Street at the end of the square. Turn to 3:30.
3:30.
About 3:30.
About 3:30. 3:30.
Mm-hmm.
There is a Grandois guild hall with whitewashed stone walls and leaded windows on the left-hand side of Brass Street, and a row of small workshops on the right-hand side with blacksmiths, carpenters, potters, cobblers, and stonemasons all busy at their workbenches. You do not stop, but hurry down the street past the guild hall and workshops. Without warning, 3 unsavoury-looking characters wielding wooden clubs jump out in front of you from behind some large barrels. They are trolls. The warty-skinned thugs are wearing leather armour over their grubby tunics, and they all sport a gold earring and a gold necklace. One steps forward and says gruffly, "Stop right there, my name is Bonehead. This here is my brother Toady on my left, and this is my brother Weasel on my right. We're the Snark Brothers. We mug people. That's what we do, plain and simple. We don't want no trouble. We're not greedy. We just want 10 gold pieces."
That is greedy for us.
If you know what's good for you, give us the gold and you can be on your way. This is the trolls.
So we've got, what's it called? Toady from Neighbours.
Neighbours.
Yeah, what's the main guy? Bonehead and
Sharty, I think it was.
Charty.
Weasel. Mark Brothers.
Okay, so it looks like we're going to have a brawl with them.
Yeah,
They're trying to convince us that they don't want to fight, so maybe they're all quite easy to fight.
Yeah, maybe. If you want to refuse to give them your gold, 10 to 51.
Yeah,
There's
let's
like
do it.
no other
Let's do it. So they're goblins, are they?
trolls.
Here we go.
Dun, dun, dun.
The three brothers wave their clubs in the air and look eager to have a fight. Bonehead looks to the sky and growls before advancing to attack you. You draw your sword to defend yourself against the trolls and fight them one at a time. Okay,
One at a time.
let's go there. This all seems totally legit, guys.
Have we got trolls?
We've got goblins, that's close enough.
Or are they more ogres?
More trolls, I would say. Goblins. Ogres are the big boys.
Yeah, okay, that'll do.
Right, so if you take this, I will get the battle ready. So,
Okay, so first we're fighting Bonehead.
Bonehead.
He's the toughest one.
Okay, what's his skill?
8. Should we eat some provisions before we start?
No, because that would be a waste of 2 points.
Okay.
Stamina is
6.
6. Oh, he's not too bad. There's only 3 hits.
Yeah, but we could die too.
We've got plenty of stamina. Bonehead is from Oasis, isn't he?
Yeah, actually.
I think there's a member of Oasis called Bonehead. It's one of those 90s indie bands, anyway. Okay, then let's go.
8. Where are we? 15
15 for us.
versus 8. 13.
Nice.
So he's down to 4 stamina.
There we go. That's what we like to see. Okay, our roll again.
13. 11.
Bonehead is going down. 2 stamina for Bonehead. Here we go.
14.
14 for us. Ooh.
Oh no. Okay, so we lose 2.
Yeah, Bonehead is done us there.
It's bone in us.
Yeah. Big bone. Here we go. That's got to be a win. No, we're even.
18.
18 for us. Easy.
Yeah.
Right, Bonehead's done. On to the next
I wish
one.
we had a death sound on here, like.
I think it sounded really crap on our old one, so we just nipped that one in. Okay, so who's next?
Toady.
Toady. What's Toady's skill?
Toady has a skill of 6
Oh, easy peasy.
and a stamina of 5. So he's still going to take 3 hits to kill him, which is annoying.
Yeah, but we have the advantage skill-wise. So, Mr. Toady.
Oh, okay, we might as well just...
Yep, so he is down to
3.
3. Okay, I'll roll again.
16.
16, not bad.
What's his
Oh,
stamina?
10, so that's equal, I think. 6.
Yeah,
skill
okay,
6.
so nothing happens.
Yeah, so I'll roll again. 16. Enemy roll. Nice. He's still got
No,
one.
he's lingering in there.
These odd numbered ones are there to test you. They try and convince you to use a luck roll, but it's not happening.
Nice.
He's done. On to the last one, Weasel.
Weasel has a skill of 7 and a stamina of only 4. So 2 hits we
Down
could
in 2.
kill him.
Here we go.
Oh, not 2.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, ahead of yourself.
Here we go then. Alright. Weasel, time to go down. 16 for us.
Yeah, it took me way too long to work that out.
It always does take us too long.
15.
So he's now down to 2.
Yes. Come on!
Come on, let's do this. And we've only lost one stamp, I think, so far.
17.
17 for us. So they need a 10. Nice. Weasel. The 3 compadres of goblins and trolls are down.
So, should we get rid of him?
Yes.
Where was he? Here?
Bottom.
If you win, turn to 3,
So
6,
it's
7.
my turn, is it? No, it's your turn.
My
3, 6, 7. Nice. A successful battle.
I was going to say that was our first battle, but it wasn't, was it?
Who did we fight last time?
A wraith.
Oh, yeah. Was that the only fight we've had then?
Yeah. An upstairs window of a rickety old house opens above you. An old man leans out and shouts, "What's going on down there?" If you want to reply that you were defending yourself against trolls who attacked you, turn to 148. If you want to ignore the old man, grab the troll's gold necklaces and make your getaway, turn to 123. Ooh, maybe we should do 148. He might let us sleep and recover. And
What if he's like a shady person as well, though?
what are we going to do with the gold necklaces, though?
Sell them. They've robbed. It's not their necklaces we're stealing, though. It's probably someone else's. Should we?
Yeah, should we just be honest?
Let's be honest, just in case it's his necklace, and he'll give us, yeah, like you said, like a night in his house or something.
He might bed us down.
Yep. Let's do that.
What? He's wearing a loincloth.
148.
I thought that was him then. Did you see that picture?
I did, yeah. The old man shakes his fist triumphantly and says, "You did well to deal with those thugs. There are always a lot of thieves about when the fair comes to town. Good riddance. I say, you watch him close the window and disappear. You reach down and take the troll's gold necklaces and hurry up the street before anybody arrives to start asking any more questions. Turn to 386.
So we've got the troll's gold necklaces.
Why don't you just turn to page 400? We'll do that when we are backed into a desperate corner. If we get to part 6 of this, then we'll just turn to page 400.
Why, what's 400?
It's the last page of the book.
No.
Okay, so, yeah, gold necklaces and turn to 386. We didn't cheat in that fight either, did we? No?
No. Why did you ask that?
I was just curious.
What? Do you think we're cheating without knowing that?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Brass Street ends at a crossroads. If you want to turn left into Pudding Lane, turn to 285. If you want to turn right into Brick Lane, turn to 10. If you want to continue straight ahead into Copper Street, turn to 98. I don't recognise any of those.
No, maybe we should make a map.
Oh, a map, you say?
Do. Because we don't know if it's going to be a turn left, turn right.
Okay, so what's straight ahead?
The crossroads, and left is Pudding Lane.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Right is Brick Lane.
Yeah.
Oh, if you go straight, it takes you to Copper Street.
Boring.
Yeah. Should we go down Pudding Lane?
We can always go down Pudding Lane.
Yeah, let's do it.
Is it Copper Street?
Yeah. Turn to 285 to go to Pudding Lane.
Look how straight my lines are.
That is pretty
Look how
impressive.
straight these lines are. That's remarkable for me.
Here we go. 285.
The delicious smell of freshly baked cakes fills your nostrils as you walk down the lane.
We're going to get trapped by some witches.
The rich aroma is coming from the open door of a small cake shop on the left, which is nestled between a cheese shop and a greengrocer's. You look inside the shop and see a little old lady who is wearing a white apron. She is standing behind a glass counter which is filled with cakes, pastries, fruit tarts, and cream pies. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Please come in and taste my blueberry pie. I've just taken it out of the oven. The old lady says warmly, offering you a slice of pie on a plate. If you want to eat her pie, turn to 39. If you'd rather politely decline and bid her farewell, turn to 232. That is far too good to be true. Little old lady offering us her pie on a plate.
But would you rather know the bad outcome if we do eat the pie?
She's gonna drug us. The pie's gonna be drugged.
Yeah, and then it might just be like her tying us up and spending all our stamina on it. Should we eat the pie?
You really want to eat that pie?
I'm curious.
Should we checkpoint it?
Yeah, 285.
Right. Okay, let's drink.
Checkpoint. First checkpoint of the stream.
No, it's not.
Here it is.
No, it's not. Oh, this one? Yes. So you're broke now. We've been broke since like 2 minutes into the stream.
We never seem to keep our cash for long in these games. And we also lost a vampire sword because No, we lost a lucky clover, didn't we?
Our lucky button, yeah.
Yeah, so a lucky butthole. If you want to eat the pie, turn to 39. Did I read this? No, you did it.
I can't wait to get to 29. 29.
Oh, here we go, here we go. The warm pie is delicious with sweet blueberry filling. Add 1 stamina point.
Ooh.
When you have eaten the last crumb, the old lady smiles and says, "I'm glad you enjoyed my pie."
Didn't say that, did she?
She did. That'll be 5 gold pieces, please. If you want to pay 5 gold pieces for the slice of pie, turn to 4. If you want to reply that you are not willing to pay 5 gold pieces for a slice of pie, turn to 299.
It's not that we're not willing. We can't afford it.
She should have asked us if we had the cash.
Maybe we just look rich.
So
are we going to take the pie anyway? Add 1 stamina point.
1 stamina point and turn to 299. Let's just beat this bitch down.
We could pay her in other services.
Yeah, we do have. We've just gained 1 stamina. We can use 1 on that.
Just 1?
Give her 1.
Give you 1 stamina.
If you're here for honest gameplay, you're in the wrong stream. Yeah, John is correct. I also like to think we bring some entertainment on it, some merit to it.
Not all like. We've only cheated once so far.
Yeah, this is quite tame compared to
Yeah.
like part 30 or Fabled Lands or whatever we got up to.
I can't wait to see what we're going to say to her.
She's going to turn into like a giant like golem or something.
The old lady bursts out laughing and says, "I don't blame you. You know, there are some people who come in here and happily hand over 5 gold pieces for a pastry or a piece of pie, just because I ask them to. It's unbelievable. They must think I'll turn into a werewolf or something if they refuse. A fool and his money are soon parted, I say.
She's an entrepreneur.
But I can see that you are no fool. If you are still hungry, I recommend that you buy 4 cream buns for just 1 gold piece. You can take them with you. If you want to buy the buns, each one will add 1 stamina point when eaten. You thank the old lady and leave the shop."
Not worth it.
Nice. No, we don't need to do anything then. Turn to 232.
Don't forget to mark your page with a finger. Yeah, unfortunately we only have 20 between us, so we can only have 20.
20
cheats.
fingers?
Including
How many
thumbs.
fingers have you got?
Including thumbs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I know you've only got 3 on one of us.
I was doubling up. We have toes as well. We got 40.
That's true, but that would be quite a contortionist act. So
232. We're off with our mouthful of blueberry pie.
I don't think those buns would have been worth 1 gold for 1 stamina point. When would you need 1 stamina point? You'd always be on
Don't
this.
ever say that. We just needed 1 gold.
Yeah, true. That's different though. 232. Pudding Lane turns sharply right. Around the corner, you see a young woman who is no more than a meter tall, drinking. So she's like 3 foot, drinking from a water fountain. The spout is shaped like a cock. The spout is shaped like a unicorn's head with a shiny brass horn, which she is pulling to make. Maybe I should have stayed with my original option. Which she is pulling to make the water flow out of the unicorn's mouth.
What?
Her green feathered cap, green cloak, and green shoes would suggest she's a leprechaun, who are known for their mischief. On seeing you, she stops drinking and says in a friendly voice, "Hello, my name is Gabby Greenshoes. I bring good fortune to those who seek
I
it.
bet she does.
Providing they pay me 1 gold piece, of course."
We don't have any
Everyone-
gold. Everybody wants our gold.
I know we don't have any gold, but everyone here is like super cheap in this town. 1 piece of gold.
What are we getting?
Good luck. If you want to pay her 1 gold piece to find out what fortune she may bring, you turn to 113. If you'd rather carry on walking up the lane, turn to 338. Right, we can't do it again. 338.
Are we not going to sell another provision?
No.
Drop my pen.
No.
Stand there. No? Okay.
No, we're
We'll
going
keep
to bail
moving
on
then.
Gabby Green shoes. So 338.
We'll-
Also become a whole other stream if you did that, yeah. 1,000 ways to spend gold and 0 ways to get more.
Whoa, what was the number? Let me go back because that's not the right page.
What did you go to?
238.
138?
It's alright, hang on. I can get there.
Here we go. What's that?
338. You hurry along Pudding Lane, passing people carrying goods in and out of food stores. Nobody looks at you, and there's nobody you see who looks interesting enough to talk to. The lane turns sharply right again and ends up at a crossroads.
Here we go. Turning right.
Turning right would take you down Copper Street.
Mhm,
Okay, so we're
yeah.
up here then. We're here.
Yeah.
Continuing straight ahead would take you into Brick Lane, so that'd be like down here.
Yeah.
Both routes would lead you back towards the town square, so you decide to turn left into Silver Street.
So
Ooh,
where's that? Up there?
up there.
Yeah. Okay, so our map is getting more and more confusing by the second.
Yeah, it's now going into our
Now
notes.
it's like a book, but
Turn to 213. This is what happens. You start with good intentions and then it doesn't carry on.
213, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You see several mystic-looking characters in colourful robes chatting together in the street. One of them is an old man with a pointed silver-grey beard, silver-grey hair held in place by a leather headband. He is wearing a long dark blue cloak, which has high stiff collars adorned with tiny astral symbols. When he sees you, he leaves his friends and walks towards you carrying a swag bag over his shoulder. When he gets close, he nods politely and without saying a word reaches out to hand you a shiny brass lamp with a long spout. If you wish to take the lamp, turn to 291. If you'd rather refuse the gift and walk on, turn to 376. We might as well take it. So this is...
I'll take it. We've just got a big city with tricksters. Every single person has tried to trick us so far. And you want to take a free lamp
God,
with
yeah.
a long spout.
Yeah,
Somebody
it's a lot.
sticking in your
It's
face.
Aladdin in it. So here he is, Mr. Gandalf the Grey there, with his spout out. So
Do you want to take it?
yeah, let's take it.
I wouldn't have taken it, but
They're all wizards. Wizards are always good, right?
no. As soon as you take hold of the lamp, the man drops his sack on the ground. He looks to the sky and raises both hands in the air and says with a great
He's
sigh of
cursed, wasn't he?
relief, I'm free, I'm free. How lucky I am that you came to Hamlin, stranger. Never again will I have to listen to that irritating, moaning, groaning excuse for a genie living inside the lamp. His name is Twixie, and he's your responsibility now. I've been trying to give away that magic lamp for months. Nobody would take it. Everybody in Hamlin knows what a burden Twixie is. This is Jan. This is Jan 2.0.
It's potentially Jan, but I also think it might pay off if we figure out how to use the genie correctly.
He never appears when you need his help, no matter how hard you rub the lamp or shout his name. He only offers help when you don't need it. The rest of the time you'll hear him muttering to himself inside his lamp, especially in the middle of the night. Twixie sounds out. It used to drive me mad. I've come close on several occasions to flattening it with a hammer. Then I feel guilty because I know Twixie is trapped inside. But now I can get some peace. Enjoy looking after him. Good luck and goodbye. And with that, the older man walks off, whistling happily to himself. You look at the lamp and wonder what to do with it. Hello there, it's nice to meet you. I'm so glad to hear that you'll be my new guardian, a voice whispers from inside the lamp. I'd like you to know that I can read your mind, so please don't think about abandoning me. You will be cursed for 100 years if you do. Pop me into your backpack and get on with whatever you were planning on doing. Don't mind me, I'm going to have a nap. I'll let you know when I need you. If you want to put the lamp in your backpack, turn to 334. If you want to leave the lamp on the street, turn to 82.
We might as well carry it now, I think. I think he's probably going to have a hidden purpose. He's going to be our saviour at some point.
So we've now got Twixy, the genie.
Yeah. So you will never see him, says Beyond Dead. So, yeah, I think he'll probably have a secret purpose at some point where he will have the desire to leave his lamp and do something, probably selfishly, but...
So we've got Twixy. We've got a genie.
Yeah. In fact, there might even be a character in here who wants the genie and we can just pass it to him
maybe.
for exchange or something else. Okay, so...
334. This has taken an unexpected turn.
Yeah. Like when we got Jan and she led it into a field of poison gas.
Yeah.
As you place the lamp into your backpack, you hear the genie say, "Thank you for looking after me. You won't regret it." Not knowing that what you've let yourself in for, you carry on walking along the street in the 376.
I don't mind. It's quite nice having a genie in a backpack.
As long as it doesn't say, like, you didn't get any sleep last night, lose 3 stamina points every...
Oh, it might do.
Does the book even have 420 pages? No, I think they all have 400.
Really?
I think they all have 400. Pretty sure they all have 400. That's what Ian Livingstone said at that.
Oh, sorry, Jim, you may leave now. What was the, Gotta be 376. Further up the street, you see a shop on your right called the Illusionist. You look in the window and see that the only item on display is what looks like a wand resting on a red velvet cushion. It reminds you of the wand you once saw when you visited the tower of the Grand Wizard of Darkwood Forest.
Ooh, is that Forest of Doom?
Yeah, I think it was. If you want to enter the shop, tend to 261. If you want to walk on up the street,
we might as well see what's in there.
I mean, yeah, we've got no gold, but let's try it.
Wish I could remember what that wand was, though, in the earlier book. Turn to 261. Ooh.
Oh. What's got on his belly?
Chicken. When you walk through the shop entrance, you hear a high-pitched cackling laugh and see it's coming from a dancing clown puppet in a glass cabinet near the door. The walls of the shop are decorated with colourful swirling patterns. At the back of the shop there is a glass counter filled with phials, bottles, stoppered jars, amulets, bracelets, rings and scrolls, and in the centre a marble statue of a wizard who is holding a staff in one hand and a scroll in the other. Behind the counter there is a gold satin curtain drawn across the doorway. The curtain is suddenly pulled to one side by a thin hand covered in angry swords. A grey-skinned man with sunken eyes and rotting flesh shuffles through the doorway. His clothing is torn and blood-stained, and you see that he has a huge open wound in his abdomen which is crawling with maggots.
Ew.
There is no mistaking the zombie which stands before you. If you want to attack the undead creature with your sword, turn to 56. If you want to leave the shop immediately, turn to 390. So
that sword.
this is one of the coolest pieces of art I've seen in these books, actually. So there is this zombie dude here with like his guts exposed with maggots falling down.
Pretty cool. Are we fighting him? Yes.
Yeah, we don't actually have a zombie, do we? So what could we use as an...
We have...
Oh, we still got the vampire sword. It might work. It's an illusion. It's potentially...
Zombie?
The ogre will do as a zombie, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
10 to 56. I feel like, yeah, it's either like some kind of illusion or I don't think the sword is going to actually work. But we will soon see.
Ooh, hang on.
What?
Ah!
What?
Let's go back out.
Yeah, you rushed into a battle.
Yeah, I got excited. You draw your sword and advance towards the zombie, who, in a puff of white smoke, suddenly transforms into a tall man with swept back black hair and a goatee beard. He is wearing a long dark coat with baggy sleeves and a crisp white shirt. He chuckles to himself and says, "It makes me laugh how people fall for my zombie illusion trick. Don't they ever read the name of my shop? Welcome, stranger. I sell all things magical." Oh no!
What was the name of the store again, Beyond Dead?
It's like illusions.
Oh, yeah. Okay, makes sense.
"I sell all things magical, including my famous ring of the zombies, which I just demonstrate for you. Just tap it twice, and hey presto, you look like a zombie." Excuse me.
We can scare someone off with that.
Here, we don't have any gold.
Oh.
Here's the list of magic items I have in stock. You will appreciate these items are of exceptional quality, but I must warn you they can only be used once. Would you like to buy anything? So we could have bought Potion of Wisdom, Healing, Ring of Smoke, Ring of Sleep, Bracelet of the Orcs, Ring of the Zombies, Ring of Fire, Ring of Mind Control, or a Ring of Light. All of those sound useful. But we can't afford anything. So the illusionist thanks you for your custom and you leave the shop 10 to 390.
I'm hoping we can get, maybe draw that on the map wherever it is. It was down Silver Street, wasn't it, I think?
Yeah, it was here.
Because I feel like there's no way you can have enough money at this point in the game to buy all this stuff, so we must be able to get back here at some point.
I'll put a little heart next to it. I know it's good.
Yeah. So there's lots of stuff that I would like to try in there. So turn to 390, we're going to have to leave. Outside, some of the locals are looking in shop windows whilst others are standing together happily chatting. Nobody seems interested in you when you leave the illusionist and walk up the street. Turn to 202. Hopefully, if you scare them off, they will leave their gold for you. Yeah, that's kind of like one of the things in Fabled
That would be
Lands.
so good if we actually had any gold left.
Well, yeah.
What did we spend it on? Our horse, which was useless.
How much did we spend on all?
15.
Was it?
And then we paid another 10 when we could have traded our horse.
Oh no.
Though we technically lost 25 on the horse.
We lived and we learned.
Yeah, the next time. You see another shop a little further up Silver Street. The window is dirty and the goods on display are dusty and old and look to have been there for years. If you want to go in the junk shop, 10 to 19. If you want to keep on walking up the street, 10 to 278.
15 was a discount too. Yeah, it's because we said someone's name.
Yeah.
Omyash or something.
Ah,
Okay, so should we go into the junk shop?
yeah.
We might as well see.
We've got no money, which is annoying, but we might find something.
At least if we know the names and remember the names of some of the items, we'll know where to get them if we need them.
Okay, so we're going to carry up on Silver Street,
Mhm.
and there's a junk shop.
You enter the dingy shop, which has a low ceiling and wooden shelves piled high with ornaments, artifacts, leather books, armor, and weapons. The whole floor is covered with boxes, barrels, rugs, mirrors, and furniture, leaving hardly any space to walk. A bespectacled, partly bald gnome wearing a brown apron over his shirt is sitting on a high back stool behind the bench at the back of the shop. He is busy repairing a broken hay fork. He peers over the top of his wire-rimmed glasses when you enter and says, "Have a look around. If there's anything that takes your fancy, let me know." You rummage through the boxes and barrels on the floor and scan the shelves, hoping to find a weapon or a piece of armor. The items which interest you are a helmet, a warhammer, and a sword with an etching of a serpent on the blade. Maybe write serpent blade junk shop, page 19. The gnome puts down the hay fork and says, "You appear to have a good eye for quality, but quality comes at a price. It pains me to sell my best thing, so I'll only let you buy one item. The helmet is a bargain at 5 gold pieces, the warhammer is priced at 10 gold pieces, and the sword will cost you 10 gold pieces, plus your own sword in part exchange."
That's clearly worth something then, isn't it?
Yeah. So you can buy the helmet, the warhammer, or the sword. If you do not want to buy anything, you may leave the shop and walk on up the street to 278.
Snug's been poor.
We need to get into like a champions arena and like fight for money or something.
Yeah, or a pie eating contest.
Yeah, or find that fish from Fabled Lands and just sell it over and over again. Any clue on what items you need for the crown, or is that task long dead? What
No, so the crown, we're still trying to find Marek Omyash,
Yeah.
who's in this town somewhere. We're sort of like on our way to him at the moment. But yeah, what is the big bag with a 9? The bag with a 9 on it is our provisions odium. So there are like food healing items.
Yeah, they give us 4 stamina points and we have 9 of them left, so if we're in a tight bind after a fight we need to get our health back, then we can use them, but we can't use them in battle, only outside of battles. So hopefully we can manage with 9.
Silver Street ends at a junction with 2 narrow alleyways. If you want to turn left into Blind Alley, turn to 319. If you want to turn right, if you want to turn right into Back Alley, turn to 380. If you want to cross over into Hill Street, turn to 259. So
let's get this map going. Maybe you should have started at the bottom of the page.
Bad because it's like this. Hill Street's up here. Oh, okay. 259.
Have you written the other options on there?
What was left? Blind Alley.
Yeah. What page were you? Left into Blind Alley.
Yeah.
Right into Back Alley.
Yeah.
And Hill Street. So we want to go to Hill Street.
Yeah.
259.
And you've got your buns. We don't have any buns. We didn't buy the buns.
Yeah, we didn't. We couldn't afford the buns.
We have a mouthful of blueberry pie though, John.
Still. Hill Street.
Hill Street.
Hill Street has an incline which is quite noticeable as you walk up it. Ahead you see a horse and cart near the top of the hill where 2 men are unloading barrels outside of a tavern. When they have finished unloading, one of them leads the horse over to a water trough to drink. Something spooks the horse and kicks out its hind legs. Hitting one of the barrels, it topples over, knocking over others, and they begin to roll down the hill. There is nowhere to take refuge, and you'll have to try and sidestep them. Roll 2 dice.
Oh, no.
If the number rolled is less or equal than your skill score, turn to 23. If the number rolled is greater than your skill score, turn to 290. So is that 2 dice?
Yeah.
So our skill is 8.
So we need to get 8 or less.
You might get Hill Street Blues. Joke for the teenagers there.
I
have no idea what Hill Street Blues are. Sounds like a cop show. Right, so we need to roll 2 dice and get an 8 or below, I'd imagine.
Fuck.
We're gonna get crushed by a horse now. Okay, so turn to 290 and keep this checkpoint.
The barrels roll down the hill towards you, virtually in a line, gathering speed. You ready yourself, and when they are almost on top of you, you dive over them, but get your timing wrong. Your foot catches on a barrel, which sends you flying. You land heavily on the ground and hurt your shoulder. Lose 1 skill point and 2 stamina points.
No.
No. Just no.
Don't do that.
The barrels continue rolling down the hill, with some crashing into a wall, sending frothy ale spilling out everywhere. Excuse me. The 2 delivery men run past you with a look of despair on their faces. You leave them to sort out the mess and walk on. You see another alley called Dead End Alley on your left,
Yes.
and a clockmaker's shop just beyond it. If you want to go down the alleyway, turn to 263. If you want to go to the clockmaker's shop, turn to 397. 263?
We're skipping a lot of stuff to get to Omyash, aren't we? So I don't.
Yeah, but what if we can't go back?
It's true. Should we try and get to Omyash?
Yeah, because we might be able to go to this afterwards.
So we're going to Dead End Alley?
263.
Yep, 263.
Did you lose our... Yeah.
Yeah. You hurry down Dead End Alley where it ends at a high wall. There is a ladder leaning against the right-hand wall. If you want to climb up the ladder, turn to 28. If you rather go back and turn left to continue walking up Hill Street, turn to 117. So we know that he's up the ladder, so 208.
Let's go! When you reach the top of the ladder, you see another ladder on the other side of the wall, and a small house in a cobblestone yard surrounded by high brick walls.
Small house he lived
Yeah.
in.
The yard is filled with rubbish, with rats scurrying around in search of food. There does not appear to be any other way of accessing the house other than by climbing over the wall. The house is a single-storey building with a low timber roof, small windows, and a large oak door. If you want to climb over the wall and knock on the door, turn to 309. If you'd rather go back and turn left to continue walking up Hill Street, turn to 117.
It's giving us lots of chances to go back.
Yeah, no, we're going.
We've got-
309.
When you climb down the ladder and walk towards the house, you inadvertently kick a bottle which spins away noisily over the cobblestones. The front door of the house bursts open and a man wearing a hooded cloak runs out brandishing a sword. You cannot see his eyes, but it is obvious that he is very angry. Trespasser, you have 10 seconds to tell me why you are here, or else draw your sword and ready yourself for combat, he says. Will you attack him with your sword? Tell him Harold Hoggett told you to come. Tell him Binny Brogan told you to come. Tell him you're a friend who needs his help.
I would say tell him a friend because we don't know his relationship with Binny.
Who was Harold Hoggett?
Harold Hoggett was the one that sold us the horse, but I don't think he knew this guy, did he?
Was Binny Brogan the one giving us the tour?
Yeah, but we don't know her relationship with him.
Should we maybe tell him you're a friend and needs help then?
Yeah.
Let's do that. 169. Paper Assassin's Creed. Yeah, show the picture actually. There's a really cool picture.
Yeah. So we're doing that?
Yes. Yeah. Spot on, exactly, yeah. Assassin's Creed vibes, big time.
You smile at the hooded man and say, Marek Omyash, I presume, and tell him that you have come as a friend to seek his advice and help you save Alancia. He sneers at you and replies, why should I believe you? If you knew me, you would know that I no longer speak to anybody. But if you are really a friend of mine, you will know how old my wife was when she died. We wrote it down earlier. Answer me now, or if you don't know what is best for you, I suggest you leave and don't come back. If you know Marek's wife aged when she died, add 150 to the number and turn to the paragraph matching that total. If you do not know her age and are unable to answer Marek, you will be left with no option but to walk back down the alleyway to Hill
There we
Street.
go,
Okay.
beautiful.
So, her name was
Something Omyash.
Velma Omyash,
Yeah.
and she was 43.
So 43 plus 150, so 193.
193.
I'll keep my hand on this page just in case we can't do any maths. Trixie Hobbits. Here we go. Marek nods slowly, contemplating, and you can see his eyes that he is still suspicious of you. I suppose you've had better come in and tell me your story. Since Velma died, I've stopped seeing people, so it must be something important for you to come here. You follow Marek inside the house and sit down opposite him at the table, on which there is a bouquet of sunflowers. You take the crown out of your backpack and place it in front of him. What is that? He asks with a quizzical expression. You explain that is all that is left of the crown of chaos after the warriors on the rim jumped off the rows of iron giants. He listens intently as you tell him about the fateful events which took place outside Firetop Mountain and how, in his dying breath, Higley told you to find Marek, who could tell you how to defeat the giants. Marek looks at you aghast and says, I never thought of the day would come where the Iron Giants would rise. The crown of chaos belonged to Zagor, the warlock of Firetop Mountain. He kept it in a secret place with a plan to unleash the giants and rule Alancia once he had developed the spell to control them. He never did, and the crown remained hidden inside Firetop Mountain until you found it. Toppling the Iron Giants will be virtually impossible unless you have the rust beetles to weaken them. So, we need rust beetles. Their saliva can eat through iron, enough for you to be able to sever the giant's limb with your sword. Rust beetles look like large scarab beetles, only they are fluorescent red in colour. Maybe just write red as well. I know the rust, but... The only place where they have been found is in the Gorgon's tomb in the Moonstone Hills.
Gorgon's tomb?
Yeah, Moonstone Hills. Which is on the east side of the map there. It's a massive place by the looks of things. But that was years ago. Rumour has it she is dead and nobody really knows. You should leave now. I must visit my wife's grave later today, but I will catch up with you tomorrow. If you want to ask Marek if he can tell you anything else about the Gorgon tomb, turn to 316. He'd rather set off for the Moonstone Hills immediately, turn to 222.
Should we ask him?
We might as well ask him, yeah. 316. New quest, guys.
Marek taps his forehead and says, "Forgive me, I should have told you where to find the Gorgon's tomb. Walk due south from Hamelin." Do you want to write this down? So, walk due south from Hamelin into the Moonstone Hills and look for the Coda Stone.
Hamlin to Moonstone Hills.
Yeah, which is straight south. And it's a Coda Stone, which is Koder.
Second, I'm not as fast at writing as you are.
Do you want to swap? Do you want to read this out?
Yes.
Skills.
Okay, so where were we?
Coda Stone.
Yep. It is a standing stone which looks like a large column of rock. Ancient warriors placed it in front of 2 cave entrances centuries ago.
Yep.
So maybe write that down. 2 cave entrances.
Yep.
One of the cave leads to the Gorgon's tomb, although I don't know which one. I was told that the shadow cast mid-afternoon by the standing stone will be in line with one of the cave entrances. You should enter that cave, but beware, even if the Gorgon is dead, the deadly traps in the tunnels leading to her tomb might still be set, and some of the guardians and minions will probably still be alive. Always have your sword at the ready. You should leave Hamlin by the eastern gate and head south. I will join you tomorrow. Thanks, Marek, for your help, and you thank Marek for your help and bid him farewell. So, what's that whole thing about the mid-afternoon thing?
So, there's going to be a pillar of stone.
In front of 2 caves.
Yeah, so if we look in the, what was it, in the mid-afternoon, the shadow should be in line with the one we need to enter.
Yeah.
Should we leave it there?
Yeah. Okay, so we have a new quest objective. We've finally met Marek, who is basically an assassin. And next time we're going to be trying to find a Gorgon's tomb, so I think we need to find a new monster for our enemy selection, just in case there is one down there. So what are we getting from the Gorgon's tomb?
I don't know actually.
Oh, the rust beetles. So we need the rust beetles to take down the giants, which are the ones who escaped from the crown.
Oh, that was it, yeah.
So I feel like we're making some good progress here. We didn't have to cheat too much, I don't think.
Just a little bit.
We've lost all of our gold. We had to forfeit there, but yeah, it's looking like we're heading into the next sort of chapter of the game. So far we're kind of segmenting off into quests. So we've got a new quest. So next time we'll be seeing you with part 3, where we try and take on the Gorgon's tomb and hopefully find the rust beetles. So thanks everyone for watching. Do let us know down below in the comment section your thoughts on it so far. Are you playing along with us? What should we do? Are we going to be killed by this Gorgon? I don't know, but either way, we will see you guys with part 3 next time.